on for a second because I sent an email out today that was my 10-year transformation. I posted a picture of me at 21 years old and at 31 years old. And I just went through my process of transformation and how much I have shifted and I have changed over the last 10 years. And maybe even just close your eyes for a second and think about how much you've changed over the last 10 years. And I got an email back on my email, or reply on my email, that said, "Thank you for the wonderful insight, Sarah. I love to hear your wisdom and peacefulness. I wish I had some." And it made me actually really sad to hear that, to hear this woman say like she doesn't feel like she has peace and that she doesn't have wisdom. And I wanted to jump on live and address this because I think this is what's exactly what is holding so many people back from healing, is that they think, oh, that's not me. That I can't have that. That's not for me. I can't have what Sarah has, or anyone else on Instagram, or anyone else in your family and your friends and your life and the millionaires of the world and people who are vibrantly healthy. And we think, oh, I wish I had that. That's exactly what this woman said in her email to me, was, I wish I had some of that wisdom, of that peacefulness. Well, you do, sister friends. You do. It's all available to you. If you think, oh, I'm just this lost cause, then nothing will change. And that's my tough love message for you today, is that if you don't believe that you can heal, then why would the universe bring the vibration of healing into your life if you're completely closed off to it? So manifestation is a very popular subject these days, but it's not a one-step process. And sometimes we forget to talk about the second part of that process. And instead we just think, okay, well, if I want $1 million, all I have to do is think really hard about how I want this $1 million, and I'm gonna write it down in my journal every day. I am a millionaire. I have $1 million, and then someday it's just gonna appear in front of me. But manifestation is not a one-step process. We have to blend the law of attraction with the law of action. And the law of action states that unless you take actions that are in harmony with your thoughts and dreams and proceed in this orderly fashion towards what you want to accomplish, there will be absolutely no foreseeable results. AKA, if you don't do anything, if you don't take action towards those dreams, towards those thoughts, towards those desires, there won't be results. You won't see those tangible results in your life. And it says it is here with the law of action that most people falter when pursuing success. It could be their fears or laziness that get in the way. So yes, there is this mindset that you want to create around the things you desire, but you also have to have that law of action and follow the law of action, versus the law of attraction, which we think of more often when we think of manifestation. And this demonstrates how we create things and events and people in our lives, that our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions all produce energies. And in turn, the energy that we produce through those things attract like energy. So on the most basic level, law of attraction is like attracts like. Negative attracts more negative, positive attracts more positive. So to manifest our own transformation, like the one I mentioned in my 10-year transformation email today, we have to, number one, use the law of attraction to shift our thoughts into a place that we desire, and number two, use the law of attraction to create the tangible results. So we need both. We need to blend both of these in order to have any of our desires, achieve our goals, and achieve our desired state of health, or financial abundance, or a place you really want to visit in the world. Whatever those dreams look like for you, we have to blend them. And it's not about whether you can or cannot have something, right? So this woman's stating like, I wish I had this. It's not about whether she can or cannot have it, because she already has it. She already has the wisdom. She already has peace available to her. It's not for other people, it's for you. It's for all of us. There is more than enough to go around. We can all have abundance. We are all worthy of abundance. We're all worthy of peace. We're all worthy of feeling like we have that wisdom that we need in order to heal ourselves. So we can all have abundance, and there is an abundance of thoughts, an abundance of joyful emotions, an abundance of ideas, of money, of health, of experiences. So I want to just go through a little exercise with you as well. The first step of this exercise is to simply, number one, declare what you truly want. What do you truly want? In the case of this response to my email, it sounds like this woman wants wisdom and peacefulness. I'm going to use a different example, but you can declare anything. What do you truly want right now? Like, what is your goal? Let's say I want $1,000. All right, we'll just keep it simple, even number, $1,000. I want $1,000. Once you've declared that, you move on to step 2, and that is to get super crystal clear on why do you want that, especially when it comes to money. So money likes to have a purpose. So why do you want the $1,000? So for example, you might want to invest the $1,000 to a specific place in your healing, like, hey, the Healing Activation Portal. The cart closes on Sunday. That's $497. So maybe you spend $497 of it, of that $1,000, and that's why you want it. But you also want to be able to buy your mom and your dad Christmas gifts, and you want to be able to save $100, and you need to buy groceries this week. So now you've declared, why do you want the $1,000? I want to join Sarah's Healing Activation Portal, groceries, presents, what else did I say? Save. I want to save some money. So now it has this why. Step 3 is to ask yourself, why do you think you can't have it? In the case of this woman's email, again, I would ask her, why do you feel like you can't have peace? Why do you feel like you're not deserving or worthy of peace, or that peace is not available to you? In the case of $1,000, I would say, okay, why do you think you can't have $1,000? And me on the other side of this, if I were my own client, I might think, okay, well, I just don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know how, I can't see the path to receiving it. Or maybe I just am like, I'm not lucky, I would never just get $1,000. Or I'm not smart enough to be able to get the $1,000. Or I'm not worthy of the $1,000. So we ask ourselves, why do you think you can't have it? Step 4 is there any truth to these excuses on why you think you can't have it? No. No, in this case, no, right? Sometimes there's like a little bit of a truth to them, but typically there's at least something that is a false belief around it. So is there any truth to these excuses? No. I mean, I'm not lucky enough. Well, luck's an illusion, right? We're all creating our own reality. And if the excuse is that we're not smart, no, fuck no, you're smart. You are smart. There's not truth to that. And maybe I don't know where it's coming from. If that's my excuse, no problem. Hasn't money come from an unexpected place some other time in your life? Probably. I'm gonna guess 99% of us have had some unexpected money show up in our lives before, so why can't it happen again? Whether that's $100 from my grandma in a card for our birthday, or 5 cents, a nickel on the street. Money has showed up to you in unexpected places before, so why do you have to know where it's gonna come from? Why do you have to have control over that? Control is an illusion, just like luck is an illusion, and control is this illusion that we have. Control is an illusion because we don't actually have control over anything in this freaking universe except for our emotions, our actions, ourselves, okay? Step 5, how can you start believing that what you want is possible? How can you start believing this is possible? So that $1,000, or again, this woman who is seeking this feeling of peace in her life, like, we have to figure out why we don't think it's possible in the first place. We have to decide that there's probably not truth to most of our excuses, and then start to believe that we can have it. In the case of the $1,000, okay, I'm gonna start to believe that I actually could get $1,000. I'm going to start by visualizing the money in my bank account as if it's already there. I'm going to start to visualize it coming in the mail, and I'm going to start to think about some of the ways that it could come in, even if they're not expected, and you're like, oh, it's kind of far-fetched. You can still visualize that. You can still bring the energy of that into your little bubble of energy. So I might visualize it in my bank account. I might see potential ways of it coming in. Maybe I find $20 on the street, or the subway, and I get $200 for my birthday, and then I get another $100 for Christmas, right? So you also need to open yourself up to receive it. How can I start believing that it's possible? By opening myself up to actually receive it and to give it a purpose. I mentioned that before, that money especially likes a purpose. It likes a job. And so when I declare, okay, this is what I need this money for, this is the purpose that I'm giving this money, I can also see it as being possible because it's tangible now. I've given it a purpose, and I can see myself enrolling in the Healing Activation Portal, or I can see myself buying the gifts for my parents for Christmas, or I can imagine myself at the Whole Foods checkout passing the money over and having that money, giving it purpose, believing that this is possible. I see myself doing it. I see it in my bank account. I also see myself putting it back out into the energy of space in the world, because energy, money, is just an exchange of energy. Money likes purpose. Let's define that purpose so that we can see it as possible. Step 6, close your eyes. Tap into your intuition and ask for guidance on the route or changes or actions that you should take in order to make this happen, in order to truly manifest this into your life through law of attraction, law of action. We can tap into our intuition, that's still part of us, that gut instinct, that clear knowing, those intuitive downloads that we might feel in different ways each individually. How can we just close our eyes and tap into that and ask for universal guidance and say, okay, I see this as possible. Now, what do I need to do? That law of action part. So what do I need to do in order for this to happen? And that is going to be up to you. Like, your intuition is going to have its own authentic voice and flair, and it's going to say something unique to you. But let's just take an example. Maybe I close my eyes and I'm trying to manifest this $1,000, and I think, okay, like, what actions do I need to take? Divine Universe, like, please guide me, please support me, and how can I make this more of a reality? How can I make this more possible? And I might get this like little aha moment in closing my eyes and tapping in that, oh my God, I'm actually already getting a $500 check in the mail next week because of an affiliate program that I sold. So, okay, there's $500 already coming. And then you might close your eyes and go, okay, where's that other extra $500 gonna come from? And you might get this intuitive download that you need to call a friend, that you need to reach out to somebody. And your intuition's gonna guide you towards that, because you are a powerful manifester using the law of attraction and the law of action to get what you really want. Step 7, the final step here, is just to experience the miracle. I actually giggled. I went to go jump on this call with you guys, and I was like, oh my God, I'm wearing my miracle shirt. Of course, this is divine. So experience the damn miracle. Let yourself feel the miracle. Because what you once thought, maybe even 10 minutes ago, was not possible for you is now possible for you. In fact, it fucking just happened. It just happened. You did that. You are a conscious creator. So I hope this has been helpful. I gotta run on a client call now, but you can do this for any of your desires. Any of your desires. Go through the 7-step process, utilize and blend law of attraction, law of action, and then go forth and manifest the hell out of your life. I love you, I love you, I love you. I hope that you're feeling worthy. And if you are feeling unworthy, like you can't have it all, like you won't be able to change, I want to remind you that you can. You absolutely can. You can transform at any moment. And yoga, when I teach yoga, I always tell everyone they're one breath away from child's pose. When you lay on the ground, put your forehead on the ground, you're always one breath away from a handstand. Now you choose, are you gonna go down or are you gonna go up? And not that there's anything wrong with taking a break, but you're always one breath away. Same thing here. If you are feeling unworthy, you might be 5 minutes away from changing your entire life. We never know. We can't predict the future. In 20 minutes, your life could change. So let's open ourselves up to receive that massive shift and that massive transformation. And I invite you to create that change with me as your guide in the Healing Activation Portal. This is my 30-day program that starts December 10th, so Monday. And it is a blend of guided meditation, vibrational medicine, and deep soul work. We are going to activate our entire being, our entire energy body, and do this damn thing. I love you guys. I hope you join me, and I will see you on the gram soon. Love you.